Alright everyone, welcome to another vlog. Today I'm up in Los Angeles. I've gone to Griffith Park and I'm going to hike up one of the trails, get up to maybe Mount Hollywood, and I'm going to see if I can get a shot at sunset of the observatory and downtown LA in it. I brought all of my hiking gear with me, so got a pretty heavy backpack for this 4-mile hike. We'll see how it goes. So we're about halfway up the top of the mountain here, and you can already get a pretty good view of most of the LA basin. You can actually see all the way to the coast and see the water out there. Of course, I wanted to shoot some drone footage while I was up here, but the LA city laws make flying drones in any of the city parks illegal, so no drones for me today. Alright, so I made it up here to the top of Mount Hollywood with about 10,000 other people. I gotta see if I can find myself a good composition. I got about an hour or so until sunset. Find some interesting foreground, interesting background. I'm tired. So I didn't like the composition up here at the top of Mount Hollywood. It was just the observatory, which I really want to get a shot of, is too kind of blended in with the background. So I'm going to move a little bit further down the hill, a little closer to the Griffith Observatory, and see if I can make sure that the observatory itself sticks out in the shot. So let's go down the hill. I'm really struggling to find a composition that I like. All of these shots are just, ooh, and it's slippery up here. All these shots, the observatory just completely meshes into the background. It doesn't show up at all. So, I don't know. Keep looking. Alright, so I got down to the observatory here. I didn't quite get the kinds of shot that I was hoping for, but I make do. I got down here in the front of the observatory, got a nice kind of symmetric shot of you know, the observatory and the nice kind of sunset purple in the background. We'll see how that turns out. I also went over to the backside of the observatory and got a couple of shots of downtown LA with kind of their iconic buildings. So we'll see how that turns out. Let's take a look what happened. Alright, so the second day up here in Los Angeles, I decided to come out to Malibu and check out Thonrhill Dune, which, if you don't know, is just south of Point Mugu, and it's this big dune on the side of the coast. So I'm going to see if I can get some shots here. I'm getting close to golden hour, so I got to climb this giant dune and get set up. Let's do it. Alright, so I'm up here at the top of Thonrhill Dunes. I got some drone shots for the vlog and everything like that. Maybe even a couple of pictures with the drone, since I can get up even higher than where I am. But I'm looking here right now out towards Point Mugu, and I forget what the name of the rock is out there, but I'm getting some sunset shots as the sun is going down here. And then when it gets a little bit darker and the cars start turning on their lights, I'm going to do some long exposure shots and try to get some of the light traces of the cars, you know, going down the road and you know, up between the rock and the shore there. So let's see how this turns out. I'm out here today with my Sony a6000. Unfortunately, I had to send my main camera, my a7R II, into the shop again. I was having some video problems. I sent it in back in, let's see, October. They fixed something, sent it back. Didn't fix the problem I was having. So in the meantime, I'm using my a6000. Right now, I've got my Rokinon 12mm on here, which is a great landscape lens. I love it. It's manual focus, so you gotta live with that, but it gives you a really wide angle of view on your APS-C sensor, so it's great for landscapes. Once it gets darker and a little bit later here, I'm gonna switch over to my 16 to 70mm lens, so I can get a little bit more closer to the shot up there, and we'll see how that goes.